Hi, you guys. I want you guys to know, in the collective, I am over here and I have chosen to stand up and put up a spiritual fight for us. Okay? I'm really battling it out here spiritually. Okay? I am putting up a fight. I've been casting out demons. I've been rebuking the demons that come around you guys and my soul tribe and myself to try to harass and antagonize you guys. I'm putting up a spiritual fight because this is what happened. Of all the crap that happened to me personally regarding bullying and stalking and all that crap that I've talked about on my channel, we have one of two choices. We can either cower down and submit to people and demons trying to dim our light, or we can stand up and put up a fight. Okay? Now, the difference between us, chosen ones, and the difference between us who serve the Most High is that we know from where our power comes from. See, that's where the Luciferians, Satanists, screw up at. Not only are they serving the wrong power source, right? But they're driven by ego. They want recognition for themselves. They want honor and backing from others for themselves. That's their ego, right? What makes us more powerful is that we know from where our power source comes from. We know from which well we draw from. Ego and recognition that's driven by ego is fleeting. But recognition through the Most High, recognition through His great power is everlasting. Everything that is attained through the Most High is everlasting. Okay? Everything from the lower level people, from demons, is fleeting. From Satan is fleeting. It doesn't last forever. That's what makes us surpass these demons and these people that are attacking us, that serve the devil. Okay? This is gonna sound a little crazy, you guys, but I told you I'm gonna keep it real with you guys on this channel, right? You're gonna see the good, the bad, the not so pretty, whatever, okay? And so far, I think I've lived up to that, disclaimer, all right? But as I'm rebuking these demons, right? And as I'm casting these demons out and praying against the witchcraft that's thrown at us, right? The tactics that's thrown at us, right? I literally, for a split second, I literally heard demons screaming. Okay? Like, if you ever seen clips of people who say that they went to hell and they came back to life or whatever, and like all the screaming that was going on in hell, right? Or I saw this clip where, I don't know where it was, but they put a video camera down this pit somewhere in the world, right? I guess it was like the center of the world or something, but way down in the ground, and you hear screaming. And there's this saying that is supposed to be hell, right? Who knows if that's true or not? But it was something like that. I heard them screaming. Now, ever since I was a child, I was able to see into the spiritual realm, okay? So, as a child, I'll tell you this, I used to suffer from what the world calls sleep paralysis, right? But in the spiritual community, it's actually witchcraft that is, and certain demons assigned to you, to your family, to your bloodline, okay? And that's the effects of it. It's truly that the narrative that they use for explaining sleep paralysis, they use what's the word I'm looking for? Not the authorization, but the what's the word? There's a picture that they use, a physical picture that somebody drew, right? And the illustration, that's what it was. The illustration that they use is a demon sitting on a woman's chest, because that's what it feels like. It feels like you can't move, you can't speak, and it feels like pressure on the chest. You're asleep, but you're awake, right? Your body's asleep, but your mind is awake. Scientists say what it is, it's your brain hasn't communicated yet that to the rest of your body that you are actually awake, right? And so you get caught in between, sleep and awake. That's the scientific explanation. But when this would happen to me, right, I would see the demons that were, I wouldn't see them sitting on my chest, but I would see them in my room, staring at me. And usually it was one demon, and he was, I say he, but I don't know if they have genders or whatever, but he had it looked like almost like a Casper, the ghost tail or whatever. So he didn't have legs. It was just, he would just float, right? But it was black. He was all black, right? And he had these red eyes. They were all red. The pupil was all red, but it looked like snake eyes, right? And then he had these really long black horns, okay? But they would go like this and then twist upwards, right? So it was like straight and then squiggly, right? And it was always the same demon. So I've always had this gift, right? Now, in retrospect, I was always able to see angels. I almost died when I was 16, right? Of a very rare disease that the doctors couldn't figure out what it was. They caught it just in the nick of time, right? Because the Creator, the Most High, decided that it wasn't my time to go yet. But while I was under sedation, for the couple months I was under sedation, right? I saw one of my, I believe it to be my spirit guides. Okay? One of my spirit guides. At the time, I didn't know what spirit guides were or anything like that, but I saw her and she was standing at the doorway of my hospital room. Okay? And then I'm now realizing another, the world's going to call it hallucinations because you're under sedation, right? I saw another vision. I'm realizing now that it's a vision, and it was of a past life, okay? Because I didn't look anything like I look, okay? I was a different person physically, but it was still my soul, right? I'll tell you guys about that one a little bit later. But so I've always had this gift, right? And the world would say that you're crazy and everything like that. Well, anyways, we all know what the world says, what non-believers say, whatever, okay? Even believers, you'll have some believers that don't think that spirituality could be that extreme, okay? Isn't that funny? You got people who will believe that God raised the dead, right? But they don't believe that here and now people can see into the spiritual realm, right? He can raise the dead. That same power can raise the dead, but he sure can't give somebody gifts to see into the spiritual realm, right? Anyways, so now that I have decided to step into my mission, my calling for you guys and for me and for my soul tribe, I'm regaining my gifts. They're coming back to me. Okay? And as I'm rebuking and saying these prayers, I prayed yesterday, I'm just heard for a split second the demons screaming. Like, if you ever seen an exorcist or exorcism movie where there's a scene where they're, rebuking the demon inside the person, and then their voice changes, and then once they finally reach the point where they finally get the demon to leave the vessel of the person, the demon's screaming, right? Like, in terror, right? I heard that, but it was like a lot of them. So I just want you guys to know that, okay? I wanted to share that with you guys. I know it sounds crazy, but whatever, right? This is a crazy world we live in, and this is a crazy battle we're in. So you got, it comes with the territory. So I want you guys to know that I'm putting up a fight for us. All right. These attackers, these warlocks and witches, right, that are sending these things towards us, or towards me specifically, they have woken me up. They have woken me up to really step into my mission. And so I said, okay, you guys want to you really want to poke at us? You really want to poke at us? You want a piece of me? They done messed up, collective. They done screwed up, alright? They done messed around and woke the beast. They done messed up and woke the spiritual warrior, okay? Now, I've always been a spiritual warrior, a prayer warrior specifically, okay? And part of my name, my mother named me based off of her, I guess she calls her spiritual mom, right? that's her name, but she's a prayer warrior as well. So I know she's with me, especially when I pray like that, and I know she's just smiling, and she's just so happy, so happy. But you know, they done messed around, collective. They done messed around and woke the spiritual warrior. So I said, okay, you guys want to keep on poking me? Okay. I'm gonna pray that all your secrets come to the light. I'm gonna pray that all things in the dark come to the light, right? All the dirty deeds of the witches and warlocks who come towards us, right? Come at us, right? So I wanted you guys to know that, you know. Now myself, I used to be bullied in school, right? In middle school. So I know what it's like. I know what it's like for a gang of people, a group of people to come for you, for one person, right? And bully and attack and gossip and talk trash and pick on, right? I already know what that's like. Okay? And that you know, that led to a lot of social anxiety. All right. And then fast forward a little bit, you know, in high school, I decided to take on the outcasts, right? And like, because I was always really a people person, right? Like, I got bullied in middle school and all that, right? And I had a couple friends, you know, just a few of them, but they weren't always there to back me up, you know? And so I decided, you know, being this people person, you know, I'm going to go and make friends with the other people who are people, but who are people persons, but don't have any friends, the other outcasts, right? And I found my little clique in high school, you know? It started with, I had a best friend who eventually turned on me, but I had a best friend, and I noticed in gym class that we dressed a lot alike, and we were both very antisocial. Sitting on exact opposite sides of the gym, right? Looking at everybody else being just, you know, playing their sports or whatever, and we're just got our headphones in and just like rock and roll pants, you know, those trip pants you used to wear back in the day. You used to have a Hot Topic, a band t-shirt, you know, like, just like, and that was my first, I guess, recruit to the Outcast clan, you know. And so I decided to make friends, you know, with people who didn't have any friends, or like the people that others thought were kind of strange, you know. Not the not so popular ones. So, anyways, now back then, you know, with bullying and everything like that, like, I wish I would have stood up for myself properly, you know, and really like done what I'm supposed to be doing, you know, like really stood up for myself and really, yeah, just stood up for myself. And, you know, it went to, from that to like, I discovered I had a gift of singing, right? I had a singing voice. And then shortly after that, I discovered I could write music, you know? And then went from like the outcast, went from like the bullied, you know, to like everybody loves me, you know? Like everybody, like, they love my voice, they love when I sing, they love when I perform, right? And, you know, that can cause you to be in your ego a little bit. I didn't realize that until now, until I had to deal with, you know, the bullies in adulthood, right? And being outcasted in adulthood. Now Now I'm realizing my mission. Now I have to stand up for us other outcasts. I have to stand up for us, spiritually. Okay? And that's what I'm going to do. I wish I would have known about this sooner. I wish I would have known about this being a spiritual, fighter sooner. But I'm here now, okay? And I want you guys to know, I'm posting this because I want you guys to know, like, I'm standing up, man. I'm standing up for us, okay? Not going to cower down like I did back in middle school, Not anymore. I'm going to put up a fight for us. So that's what I'm doing. So, they wanted to come and pick on us. They wanted to come and poke at us. They wanted to come and send their demons to body jump to everybody, to attack us, to, come against us, whatever. Well, then we just gonna pray that everything come out, right? That everything come out. They done messed up now. Now they're gonna get mad at each other, okay? That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be fighting in conflict within the groups that ganged up against us and came at us, right? They're gonna start fighting amongst each other. Because you know what? I'm shaking up their group through prayer and through the blood of Christ, through Christ consciousness, and through standing up for us, through putting up a fight, okay? And those demons in them groups is going to start turning on each other, okay? Because they're going to start getting upset. They're going to start getting pissed off. They'll be like, whoa, there's that person in the collective who's starting to pray against us, and we're I can see it now. Oh man. Whatever. I don't care how crazy I look either, because you know what? Whatever. Most of these people, part of their defaming our character too, collective, is telling everybody else that we're crazy, and that's just simply not true. So if we're going to look crazy, well, shoot, we might as well be painted as crazy because we're standing up for something. We're standing up for ourselves. We're taking a stand spiritually. Okay? And just like I have the power to do it through the Most High, so do you. Alright, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. I didn't mean to keep you this long. I love you guys, okay? I love you so much so I'm taking a stand and I'm breaking these curses off us and our family, our bloodline, and I'm stopping it here. I love you guys so much that I'm sitting here and I'm looking crazy in my car and rebuking and praying and casting things out and standing 10 toes down. Okay? Because we're more powerful than they are. We're stronger than they are. Okay? Because we're not in our ego. We're not in our ego. Our power is everlasting. Our power is everlasting. It's not fleeting. It's not here one day, gone the next day. Oh no, ours stays with us forever. That's why when things are thrown at us in life, we get back up. We keep getting back up. How do we have all? They wonder how they have all this stamina. How they have all this strength. How they have all this willpower. How they have all this. How they have all this. Because theirs is fleeting. They can make all the sacrifices they need to. They can slander as much as they want in exchange for power, in exchange for public recognition. But those same people that recognize them today, won't recognize them tomorrow. Because those demons that they're conjuring up, those demons that they work with or work for, don't work for them. They might think that those demons work for them, but that's an illusion. You see, Satan, the devil, is an illusionist. He's a master illusionist. Okay? So they're going to start turning on each other. Because those demons are going to start turning on the people, on the vessels that they're occupying, because they're going to be upset that, oh, Collective's standing up now. Collective is taking a fight against us, is actually fighting against us. And let me tell you, I'm rebuking and I'm casting out and I'm coming against and putting up a spiritual fight against all their demons that they have. I'm naming them. Okay? I am naming the demons that they have. Everything from the Jezebel spirit to depression and oppression. And you do the same thing, Collective. Let's stand up. Let's rise and stand up. Because they need to create illusions. These people whose vessels are being occupied by demonic forces, they need to create illusions to make us believe that our power doesn't surpass them. But it does. Because theirs is fleeting. Ours is everlasting. Okay? Stand up, Collective. Don't lay down. Don't lay down and stay down. Stand up. You have what it takes inside of you. You have what it takes inside of you. You can do this. Okay? Don't you give up on me now, soldier. We got a lot of work to do. I love you. Bye.